Salik. It's like
It's like she's supposed to eat my titties.
Or you and your dad can sit here.
Yeah, I think my dad's just like,
Okay.
yeah, these are carrying them. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I stepped from your window, and sooner was racing. I ran to the willow, I followed the sun from the stone. I followed the sun from the stone. I sooner was dancing, I saw your reflection in the windchime calling for the sun from the stone, for the sun from the stone. If I would follow you, would I be followed? If I didn't need you, would I be a traitor? Are you seeing the moon tonight? It's waning. A three-quarter moon, like a coin, up between your thumb and your forefinger. Me, I've always been partial to a full moon. The kind of moon that draws you in until it's all you can see. Did you know that there was a time when the moon was always full? And not just once a month, mind you, no, but every single night. How it came to be the way we know it now, well, that is quite the story. You see, most stories here have both a start and an end, so that you can put hand on either side of it, carry it away with you when it's done. But this story doesn't have a start or an end. It's hard to carry. This is a story that's endless. And once you've heard it, you're all wrapped up in it, and it's bound to carry you. But I've got to start somewhere, so I'll start right here. There once was an old man whose job it was to fill the moon. It was a leaping moon, you see. Well, it's very small. The light goes dribbling out and falls about 100 miles, give or take, lands in a wee fucking town at a cliffside below. Well, it's the old man's job to leave his little cottage by the cliffside every day, climb up into the sky, and keep the moon filled to its brim.
There you go. Nighty night.
This had been the old man's job for a very, very long time. So long a time, in fact, that if you were to ask him, how long have you had your job? He would not have an answer for you. And neither would his wife.
I'm back, love.
Oh, he had a wife. Did I mention?
You're just in time to help us supper.
Fish.
And I thought you'd never guess.
No surprises between us, eh?
No, there aren't. Right here.
Wish I could say the same for the moon. 3 new things I found in her today. Oh, nothing so bad, mind you, but more work for me.
Don't get very comfortable. I'll need your help with the fish.
Oh, you don't need my help. I've been working all day.
Try to. Look, you see here. There's a bone here. Hey, look at it.
Aye.
There's a bone here. You see the ones with the black ends on it? When you pull it, both sides, the whole fish comes apart. Just like that.
Aye.
Only I can't do it alone. I need your help.
You need my help to break that wee little fish bone.
I need your help to make a wedge. It's a wedge bone.
Can't you see I'm busy, lad? I'm polishing my moon tools.
Go on then. Let you make your own supper tomorrow.
Aye. Be careful what you wish for. That's a pretty tune. What is it?
I don't know. Just a melody came to my head while I was out catching supper. Now I can't seem to be rid of it.
Familiar though, ain't it?
Aye, it is. Reminds me of something. Somewhere. Now put that down and eat your supper.
Aye, aye, Captain. Very good. Good and salty.
How do you feel about dancing?
No.
Why not?
We've no music here.
Big music in town.
What town?
Sure, the one down the way to town. We'll walk there. And my small walk is good after supper. Keeps us young.
Walk. I've been walking all day.
We'll take a boat right along the shore.
By boat? No, thank you. Thanks very much.
I do wish you'd go sailing with me.
A man's not a fish. He wasn't made to stand on water.
Neither was a fish, you fool.
I'm not going to risk drowning myself. Do you know what would happen if I drowned in the Muller and empty?
The same old song you always sing. No, I don't. You even know yourself.
Something terrible, you can be sure.
To town and no further. I'll be back before the moon's lost more than a drop of light.
No, thank you.
Your wife's asking you to go on an adventure with her old man. Will you so personally say her name?
You can keep the sea for yourself.
And I will too. Someday I'll take that sailboat, go west, all the way to the end of the world.
The end of the world. We've never
Come
even been to
with me,
town.
so.
We'll see. We'll just see.
You remember the day we met?
No.
No, you neither. Doesn't that bother you?
I don't know. There are worse things than forgetting.
Are there?
Familiar. Where is it from? Ah, well, I'm off to bed. Love?
There's no force on Earth, whether it be electric, hydraulic, or whatever you call the other one for wind, that comes close to matching the power of memory. Memory. That is the most powerful thing.
There it is again.
What is it, love?
Don't you hear it?
Hear what, love?
Do you not hear it?
You're dreaming. Love,
How do I know it? Where do I know it from?
I'm back to bed.
Memory can last a long time. Centuries. Eons. It burns low like a coal fire, cool and low so that you hardly pay its notice, until one day it sparks up and sets your mind to light. That is just what happened to the old woman. A memory, a melody came into her mind. It sparked up quick. Before she knew it, she was following the flame. And so it was that the old man awoke in the middle of the night to find that his wife had gone.
Love? Where are you? Love? Where Where'd you go? Boat? She took the boat? What is she doing? Where are you going? All right, I see the town. Is it? And I'm meant to just dive in here and swim after you? Come on, love. If you're upset, if you're angry, I understand. Well, no. I don't understand, but I'll pretend to understand. Right. Go on your way then. I'll walk to town and meet you there. I'll be back before the end of the day. Keep an eye on yourself, eh? No reason to worry. Where is everyone? Oh, I don't suppose you've seen my wife?
Breakfast chicken, ounces by the penny. Breakfast chicken better than breakfast fish.
Excuse me.
Don't listen, man. He's full of feathers. Breakfast fish. It's the new breakfast chicken. Breakfast fish here.
Oi, take that back. Careful now, watch where you're going, boy.
Sorry.
Don't apologize to me.
Sorry, Miss.
Oh, no need. Every man must do his part. Very reasonable. Move your feet, boy. Those ships won't stop themselves.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm looking for a woman who would have sailed through town this morning. Would you happen to have seen her?
Have I seen her? Yes, she came into my shop this morning and bought up my entire stock.
Your entire stock? What for?
She said she was selling west and didn't have a cheap return.
She's sailing further west. An old woman sailing all by herself, and you didn't think to stop her?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't think I could have stopped her even if I tried. She seemed sure what she was doing.
What are you doing, love?
You're going to need a boat if you're going to try to stop her.
A boat. Where am I supposed to find a boat?
You could try here. It says boat shop.
Yes?
I'd like to charter a boat.
Victor, have a seat.
It doesn't have to be a big boat. Just seaworthy is all. And maybe one that doesn't rock much. Oh, right. Sorry. Only I'm in a bit of a hurry. So,
A boat will be difficult. There's a war on.
is there? With who?
Well, the other side, of course. But we'll see what we can do.
Wonderful.
Money?
Oh, yes. What I have.
Lovely. Good We'll set you up straight away. Mickey!
Yes, Mr. Daventry.
Set this gentleman up with the prince's cat.
Right away, Mr. Daventry. Funny name for a ship? There you are, sir. Happy travels. Thanks very much. And the boat?
Well, that's up to you.
What do you mean I paid for a boat?
Out of the tree brass coins you didn't. Even that paddle was worth 4. Come, Mickey. As the last of our merchandise, we're closing up shop.
Yes, Mr. Daventry. What am I supposed to do with just...
I don't know. Oh, take this. Consider it a gift. You're my last customer after all.
Wait, that's my hat. It belonged to my grandfather.
Mickey, what's what I always tell you? 5 words to me. Just 5. The customer
He's always right. But I can't go to sea in a hat.
You can if you're very small. Best of, come, Mickey.
Please don't use that. Oh, damn it all. She'll be halfway to the end of the world by now.
That's the way, lads. The faster the ship, the faster the sea.
The faster the war!
That's the spirit, Mr. Callahan. Mr. Mabaloo, could you do with a little bit more, Mr. Callahan's vinegar?
Oh, I've got plenty of vinegar, Mr. Matheson, sir. I'm just saving mine for later. Hey, the sprinkler just is just in it.
Keep a move on. We'll last boat into the city. The war will be over by the time we arrive.
Excuse me.
Not now, old man. Don't you see? These are men with blood in their eyes. Right, lads?
Aye!
Do you have room for one more man? I don't take up much space. Can I... Yeah.
A little too big fighting, aren't you?
That's all to be breathing, really.
Hey, come on. I know this cat.
Oh, do you? What's its name?
Hattie?
Oh, come on now. That was funny.
This emblem is a sign of the 14th Naval Infantry. But they were all waved out during the Battle of the River in the First Colonial War. Well, all except for one.
Oh, Heracles, the well-in-the-Quadrant.
First Naval Lieutenant Heracles Llewellyn Collins, hero of the Imperial Fleet.
How in the name of God's own goat you get that hat, old man?
I am Pericles the Wellenmick Salamander!
McWallentor!
That's right.
Unbelievable! It truly is an honor to meet you, Mr. Matheson. We have to bring him with us. He's charmed.
A hero of the Imperial Fleet.
That's right.
Well, of course we'll take him. We'd be fools not to.
Come aboard, Lieutenant.
All right. I'm coming. It's just that it's been a while since I've been on the sea.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure it hasn't changed much.
And ship!
certain ye fought admirably. Young Master Llewellyn, never once have I seen ye quail from the sight of stormy seas. Not me, sir!
And I have terrible nightmares almost every night, and I always survive them.
Very good, Mr. Mabaloo! Doubt not that we will encounter great danger, and doubt also not that we will overcome that danger and be met with still greater danger, which once overcome will give way to the greatest reward of all. Glory! Man, eternal glory! That is what waits for us at the end of this war. And so tell me, gentlemen, will you follow me to the south?
South!
South?
South!
Planning to go west?
Who's hungry?
Cooking!
Now the best everybody duties I cook you such a meal as has never been had before.
Oh boy.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't understand. Why aren't we going west?
The war was in the south.
Tell me that. What's your name?
Llewellyn, sir, after your middle name, sir.
Of course. Tell me then, Llewellyn, what exactly is your post?
Quartermaster, sir.
Quartermaster! And you enjoy that, do ya? Taking care of the quarters.
I'm in charge of the acquisition, distribution of provisions. Lately Bridgewater and Captain Helmsman and Matson needs me.
Good man. And who then would be in charge of steering the ship, deciding where it goes, that sort of thing?
Well, the captain, I suppose, but I've got my own work to worry about. Never forget your post. Your mother would always say, or you'll be worse off than a captain of canoe. It's strange.
What is?
Don't the moon look different to me? Let's use it as light. I wonder what it means.
Oh, don't you look at me like that. I'll be vexed. I just need to turn this ship westward, catch up to her, bring her home, and everything will be back to normal. So, just don't you go doing anything dramatic while I'm gone. Do you hear?
And just then, as I peered over the star, the water splashed up from underneath me, and up shot a giant tentacle, as long as tall as an anchor's line, and as thick as a sycamore tree. And it wrapped around me and pulled me and tugged me like a side of beef. And that's, my friends, is how I get the scar on my pinky, right there. There he is, a lieutenant!
We saved you the seat of honor.
And we waited for you to start eating. Dig in!
There, boys. The first bite's always the hardest.
Lieutenant, now I bet you've had the chance to look around. What do you think of our little ship? Does she have it in her to traverse the southern seas?
Everything seems to be in order.
Tell us a story, Lieutenant. Travel to the end of the world.
Story? I haven't got any stories. My wife's the one who has all the stories. Not me. I'm worth telling, anyway.
A wise man, that's his actions speak for him.
His actions are his wife, too.
Mr. Master, will you indulge us?
Oh, yes. Mr. Matson tells the best stories.
Tell us the time you were trapped in a cage.
Tell the one about the little girl with the nightmares. Tell the one about the mermaids. That is my favorite one.
Right, let me.
I've got a story. It's about my dog. I had a dog once, and that was the best and greatest dog in all the world. We were on a trade expedition. Uncharted waters, the far north. Cold it wasn't, treacherous, and when winter came, our ship was becalmed. We found ourselves trapped in the middle of a freezing sea with no hope of salvation. It didn't take long. We ran through our food, and starvation was upon us. I knew what would happen next. Hungry glances the mouths were casting towards my puppet. On more than one occasion I heard the mention of spice dog stew and jerk dog sandwiches. So I did the hardest thing I ever had to do. I felt a little raft. I put my dog in it and I sent her home. Away she went.
With nothing to eat?
Oh, no, I taught her how to catch fish. I never had to catch fish for you and the crew then.
Oh my God.
Never mind. What happened to the crew? Oh, they were swallowed by a giant sea monster. I escaped on an iceberg and managed to reach shore just before it melted completely.
That's a nice story, Babaloo.
Thank you.
Plenty of twists and turns.
A bit hard to follow. Hey, Matheson.
Oh, yes. Now your story, Mr. Max.
Well, if our honored guest doesn't want to tell us one of his stories, perhaps he'd allow me to tell one for him.
Of course.
Right? Well, I won't tell you the time he battled 300 bloodthirsty Vikings while tied to the mast of his own ship.
Oh, yes. Vikings!
I won't tell you the time he dove nearly a mile deep to save the life of his first mate.
A mile deep. A mile and a half at least!
I'm going to tell you of the time Pericles Llewellyn McWalder disappeared from the world and was never seen again. Till now, of course. As we all know, Pericles Llewellyn McWalder was never an easy man to keep track of. He disappeared with his crew for months, sometimes years on end, returned to our shores laden with treasures and tales of distant man. The last time that he sailed into our harbor was different. He carried no treasure, and instead of going down to a tavern to regale the regulars with stories, he ordered his men to restock the ship, went straight home, kissed his wife, and she was pregnant at the time. Poor woman. He was back on the open seas before the sun could shake hands with the moon. He sighted only once after this, in the port city of Moletria. As vestige of civilization to the west, it was here that most of his men abandoned him, leaving him with a skeleton crew, barely enough to man the ship as they set off into the unknown. In the wake of his departure, rumor began to circulate that Pericles had found something out at sea. Some spoke of a civilization, an ancient city at the end of the world. But at any rate, the mystery held. And though his wife would go out, stand at the end of the dock every day to wait for his return, the feeling among the people was that they had seen the last of Pericles Llewellyn McWalder. But they were wrong, every one of them, for here sits the man himself, the greatest adventurer to ever live. Live here! May we be so lucky to hear the story of your miraculous return.
Thank you! Thank you! It is good to be back! And while I cannot tell you the exact story at this present moment, I can tell ya that there is a treasure at the end of the world. To the west, that is the western end of the world, and if you would like, I can take you to it. It would be my pleasure. Whoa!
Cannonball!
All hands above deck! And ship!
Mr. Babaloo! What do you see up there? Mr. Babaloo!
Sorry, it's the rebels!
Ah!
Callahan?
Alive and well.
Nabaloo?
Still standing.
Cookie?
I'm the villain and I'm just fine.
You, Lieutenant, any Nixon?
No, no, I'm all right.
Captain!
I'm no longer for this world, man.
Don't talk nonsense. Captain! Cookie! You're a doctor.
Not a very good doctor.
Don't give up, Captain!
Doctors can struggle. A man knows when his time is come. Mr. Matheson, you are the most senior officer on the ship. I leave this command to you.
Aye, Captain.
You're in good hands, man. And I, in the hands of Vivian.
You can go, lads. Because I'm in this finest uniform that will carry him. Here in the waters he loves so well.
Aye, Captain.
Ah,
And when the water is as high as to rise above my thinking high, well then I will post it high, and the rain will fall as it does.
Mr. Matheson, sir. Captain, not sir.
What is it, Llewellyn?
Well, seeing as how the captain was in charge of the ship, I wonder, is definitely in your professional opinion, you,
What the hell do we do now?
Well, lads, that is a damn good question. The way I see it, we've got a choice to make.
Choice that.
That's right. On one side of the coin, we keep our course out for war, for glory, for our country. We can be sure that some, if not all of us, won't be making the return trip.
and the other option?
Head back north, run for home, and face the consequences that await us there.
We're not seriously thinking of continuing, are we?
Treason if we turn back now.
But the captain's dead. Without him,
Here is good as dead. No offense. Then let us die. At least we be doing the captain proud.
haven't we made him proud enough?
It's not about that. It's your duty.
Why don't we just stay
I
here?
don't like your tongue.
All I'm saying is you took enough.
Sure,
Just
sure.
never abandon your post and break me out. Post is on this shit already.
Listen
It's the
to me.
Lord.
What do you mean?
Are you calling me a coward? Is that what you're saying? You'll never have teeth but you might start talking too loud. What you're There's a third side to the coin. The coin has three sides. We can go west,
Right west. Send it.
because that's where the city is. You all know from what Mr. Madison told you that I led an expedition to find a city at the end of the world. What you don't know is that I found it. Oh yes, and it's every bit as beautiful as you could ever imagine.
What's it like?
It's like nothing you've ever seen before. Well, it's a city, but a very big city with tall buildings all clustered together, and bridges, and palaces, and And in the glow of that light, you begin to feel all of the worries of the world melt away. It's a simple place, a simple feeling. So familiar and unlike anything. And there's music and come with me. I've been looking for a crew to go back with me. That's why I came along with you. And I've had time to study you close. And I can say with confidence that you're just the man for the job. There's not a single one of ya without the courage, or the tenacity, or the vinegar to make the journey.
What happened to your last crew?
They were traitors.
Lieutenant?
Cowards. They mutinied me and cast me out on a skiff. I made the rest of the trip myself, but they were weak men. Not like you.
Not like us.
We've got vinegar. Come with me. I'll lead you to paradise.
Lieutenant, we've heard you out, but now it's time to take a vote.
No, Mr. Edison. I don't believe we do need to take a vote. You see, the captain left you in charge, in the virtual view being the most senior officer aboard this ship. But the truth is, you're not the most senior officer. I am. And I say we go west.
See, the end of the world.
That's right.
Well, lads, you heard your captain?
Westward ho!
Westward ho!
A captain waits at dawn, stares into the eyes of the maids. Those fellows hold your sweaters tight, for we go to our fates. Sail for love, for yours to see. The waves they break upon my soul for me.
So we were off, and as the weeks passed, we followed our new captain's command through the rough waters of the west.
Captain, there's a giant coral reef ahead of us. It could cut us to ribbons. Shall we go around there?
Straight to, not west. Onward west.
We made it.
It's great. The moon is losing its great. Oh, this can't be good.
What made us say that?
Just something my mother used to say to me. Let's go at night, sailors right. Let's go at morn, sailors be warned. But if the moon starts turning at the night, well, I'm thinking my mother didn't have to turn a phrase. Oh, this can't be good.
Well, never mind that. We've got to hurry.
Aye, sir. Back to work then.
Captain, we're fast approaching shark-infested waters. Man-eaters inside the horse cars. Stay the course. They'll move if they know what's good for them. But Captain, straight to. Swing mother, never mind Scotch. They're jumping overboard.
All I'm saying is he's driving us too hard. What's the hurry? I don't really know. And he talks to himself. Have you seen it? When he thinks he's alone, he starts jabbering away. Sometimes he's talking to the woman who's in there. Sometimes he's talking to the sky. Speaking of the sky, have you seen the moon lately? It's nearly half empty now.
I see it. It makes me spine shiver.
All I'm saying is something's coming, lads. Something bad. And when it gets here, think to yourselves, is the captain really the man who must bring us through it?
He deserves our trust.
And why exactly is that, eh?
He's Lieutenant Hercules Government Wanderer. Hero of the Imperial Fleet.
Is that really who he is? To me, he just looks like an old man.
Gentlemen. Oh, hello, Mr.
And
Madison.
that's how you make more pursuit.
Well, back to work for me. Good talk, lads.
You see what you're making me go through, you mad woman? What is it in the West that you're so after,
Captain,
Miss Weston?
we nearly made Port Malefria. I suggest giving them the night.
We're not stopping.
Captain,
And that's the last we'll say on the
may
matter.
I offer you some advice? Just don't take the loyalty of my men for granted. Better men that you have made that mistake and suffered its consequences.
Is that so?
After all, you're not even a real captain.
Just what are you saying, Mr. Weston?
I don't know who you are, but I know you're not insane.
How long have you known?
Since first you stepped foot aboard my ship,
Then why, in the name of all earthly reason, do you allow me to lead you
you city
still?
of the light. You've really been there, haven't you?
I don't know.
I think you know more than you know you know. But I'm not going to allow you to destroy this ship. Furl the mainsail, lads! We're making port at Malefria.
Furl the mainsail!
So, this is Malefria.
Want to return? Why would anyone want to return here?
How the burden of return? Because who knows if it's still beyond it can return.
Well, that makes more sense. Well, we stock the ship, see to its repairs, and the night is yours.
Torch rounds on Mallow!
Oh, it is.
Is it?
I'll keep him in line, Captain.
Mr. Weston,
Let's get some rest, old man. You're gonna need it, for whatever comes next.
rest. There's no time for rest. Oh, I haven't forgotten you. She's close now, I can feel it. And if she passed through town, then there's someone that's seen her. So you just hold yourself together a bit longer. Hey?
Welcome to the Isley Well. What's on your drink?
I'm looking for a woman who would have passed through town recently. Though I don't imagine she'd have come here.
I haven't seen her.
Are you sure?
I haven't seen a woman in 17 years.
You see?
Hang on.
Oh, yes.
18 years. I was counting.
She may have been disguised. But it may be so you can see her face.
Sorry, mate.
That song, where did you hear that song?
Oh, no, I don't do requests.
No, the song you were just playing.
This song.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's how it went. I couldn't for the life of me
Right,
remember.
but who did you?
Bell, his hat. Look at his hat.
Oh, never mind
Look
that.
at his hat.
What is he going on about?
Where did you get that hat?
Oh, for the love of...
How'd you find us?
What?
We ain't nothing done anything but our duty.
Fine.
That man was a bloody lunatic.
A bloody lunatic.
He had no business captaining a ship.
You were a part of the lieutenant's crew, weren't you?
I think it's time you better leave.
Can't let him leave, Bill. He knows.
No, I don't.
He knows who we are, Bill.
Quiet.
He knows what we've done.
Shut it! Who are you then? How much do you know?
I don't know anything. I'm just an old man, far from home. I don't know anything. I barely know where I am. I certainly don't know who you are, or what it is that so plagues your conscience. I don't care to know. So please, if you would just tell me where you heard that song, I'll be gone and you won't have to see me or this hat again.
No. Not a word about us to anyone?
Not a word.
Go on, tell me.
There's an old woman down by the docks. She was a coin in my cup before climbing aboard her little boat and casting off. She was humming that song as she left the harbor.
ago?
A few hours, maybe.
A few hours.
I tried to stop her going further west. I had warned her of the danger.
That's
Even
enough.
hardened sailors can't brook those waters without losing themselves or their souls.
Shut it. If you leave here now, you might be able to find her.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Matheson, get the men back on the ship.
Captain? It's nearly midnight. The ship's not ready. The crew needs their rest. We don't know when we'll be in the port again.
Mr. Matheson, I have just spoken with 2 men, former crewmates. Well, never mind. Are you coming with me or not? Time's precious.
Mr. Matheson, sir, the ship's not ready.
We don't know what's out there.
We're not prepared. And the moon's nearly out of light.
Steady, lads.
Sir, do you trust the captain to lead us?
I don't know for certain. But the moment is here. And if we let it pass, it may be a lifetime before we see it again.
If there was any time to jump ship, it'd be now.
He's taken us this far, hasn't he?
Luck has taken us this far.
What could be worse than flying sharks?
Why would you even ask that?
Come on, Caroline. You can't stay here.
What now?
All the smoke on the horizon. These must be the Prince of Narrows, a cluster of extremely active underwater volcanoes. Because there's one on the rocks that'll rain hellfire and burn us alive. Shall we part another?
Due west, Mr. Llewellyn. We haven't the time.
But Captain, it's too dangerous with only the smallest shore.
Straight through.
But Captain!
Stay the course. Damn it! How many times must I say, stay the course?
Sir.
Sail for love, for yours to see. The waves they break on my soul for thee. Sail for love, for yours to see. The waves they break on my soul for thee.
Fire on the bow! Someone put out that fire!
The smoke! It's burning up the
Bring it low! Get it off the deck!
fire! On the stars!
Shut your mouths! Where'd Tucky go?
Mabu! More water!
On my way. God, burn my dead head! No water.
What's it there?
That's the way, lads. It's nearly been late.
There. That's the last of it.
Has anyone seen Cookie? Cookie? Cookie!
Man overboard!
He's not overboard. He's taking a lifeboat.
He's running away.
He's always been terrified of fire. That's why the food was always under control.
Cookie, come back! We've nearly put out the
Let him
fire!
go! He's got the right idea.
What's going on? Where's Cookie?
Dead for all you care.
You stand off to the captain that way, Callahan.
All I want to know is this. What's the plan? All this damn secrecy. He wants us over with a talk of paradise and doesn't speak about it again. Oh, sure, we've made it through the gauntlet of fire. But what are we next? So, what's the plan?
Plan? There is no plan. Do you think I had a plan when I set out to find the end of the world? I had a direction. That's all. And if that's not good enough, then I have nothing else for you. I'm the captain. This is my ship. I am Pericles Llewellyn Salamander, and I've been through far worse than any of this. I sailed to the end of the world and returned. I lived through the Battle of Whiskey River. I fought off 300 bloodthirsty cannibals while tied hath no courage, no resolve.
Vikings!
What was that?
You fought off 300 Vikings, not animals.
Well, they were cannibalistic Vikings. How's that?
Never heard of such a thing. Why can't you get your own story straight? Why won't you tell us where we're going?
Why aren't you anything of the stories I've heard about?
Because they're not his stories.
What?
I served with Pericles in the well in Aquanda. He was my first captain when I was a boy. I watched him sail out of Military.
He's not him? Then who is he?
I don't know.
So if you knew, why wouldn't you tell us?
I like a good story, what can I say?
You lied to me, to us! You made us all risk our lives and for the sake of what?
Alright, fine, and I did lie about that.
Treason to impersonate a military officer! You are a traitor!
Llewellyn.
We ought to make you walk the plank!
Llewellyn,
Callahan, get some rope!
Lads, come on, lads.
Callahan!
Look!
The moon, it's gone.
No.
Where the hell are all these clouds coming from?
They're nearly covering the entire sky.
Take us around, lads. I can't see a damn thing through this fog. Llewellyn, up to the crow's nest, boy. You're my eyes now. Hold fast. Be ready to ride with the devil, lads.
There's a giant!
Okay, just keep a firm hold of that key, Callahan. Keep your foot, lads.
Rigging's all burnt. Just think there's the masts getting out of the way.
We struck something course right!
Your full decks survey the damage.
Aye, aye, sir. The wind's too strong! I can't hold it myself!
All hands above deck. We're taking on water.
The mainmast is breaking apart!
Okay. I need every man to pull. This way. Pull! Pull! Okay, I need every man to pull. Everyone! Hold on! Hold on! I need you to pull!
The mast!
It's coming down!
Get out of the way!
All of us cast into the sea like skipping stones. We went over port, and the old man went over starboard, and before a man of us could tell which way was the sky and which way was the sea. We were swimming in one or the other for our lives. And there, across the broken hull of our ship, we saw the hands of our captain sunk beneath the waves. Sank down, down, and down. And as he sank, he looked up at the hole in the sky where the moon had once been.
I'm sorry. Just like the sea to come between you and me. Up in the water you'd be as I watched with anxiety. You two don't take the sea from the shore, the I can't see. Hello? Oh, what's this? Oh. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Ah! Who are you?
Oh, that's just what I didn't mean to do. Frighten you like that. I've been watching his sleep and I thought, let him sleep. Plenty of time for introductions. Hello.
Where am I?
Don't know. It's dark.
It's wet.
I was gonna say that. Dark and what? What's that?
Whoa!
Just kidding. It's a cake I made for you to welcome you. Oh, and look, lemons. A whole crate of them came in refill. Good thing too, because we can't actually eat that cake. It's just a stick inside of a pot. Oh no, your face. You must be so confused. Lord knows I was. Where am I? Where am I? A fish? Where inside the belly of a giant fish? I think perhaps a tuna.
Am I dreaming?
They've been known to get pretty large.
Oh, wake up, you old fool. You've no time for dreaming.
All right, steady.
I'm in a fish.
No, isn't it terrible?
There must be some way out. It has gills. Or a blowhole.
No. Not a whale. You see there? That wishbone looking thing? A whale would have tons of them. Like a red cage.
Where's the mouth?
Over there, I think. Up that tube. You don't think I haven't thought of that? I've thought of everything. Escape out the mouth. Escape out the other, less pleasant way.
I can't be here.
Look, you're still adjusting to life in the fish. But you'll be better off if you forget about the idea of escape now. You will eventually. Time blunts the sharpest ambitions.
How long have you been down here?
Oh, a long time. The trick is not to give much thought to the past or the future. Just look around you, look at your circumstances, give them a good hard eyeball and say, here I am, and here I be, and so shall I stay, till I ain't no more.
To hell with that. I'm getting out.
But it's a lost cause. No one escapes out the belly of a fish. It's like they say in the song.
What song?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Dear old my friend, I know that there's not to be where you ever possibly need to go. I'll return I'm all alone, lonely with my bones. I have a soul and think.
Well, there you are. What's on the docket for today, old man?
Start a fire.
Good idea. What's the fire do?
Get some good hot embers burning.
Oh, of course. And then you take the embers.
Forge a blade. Cut my way out.
Sounds like a lot of effort to me. You know, it's a good idea to know what you stand to gain before you apply yourself too liberally. You might have better luck if you drive on the innocent way.
Oh, damn it!
Are you alright?
If you want to sit back and prattle on and not do lick of good to anyone, that's your decision. Just don't you start
Offering suggestions.
being a damn nuisance.
Fair enough. I'm sorry.
You should be sorry. I'm gonna die down here. You're gonna die down here. I'll never see my wife again. She'll go traipsing across the world, completely heedless of the hell she's put me through. It was a wonderful life we had together for so many years. And she just threw it all away. Couldn't she see how happy we were?
It sounds like she wasn't
What?
happy.
Would you know about it?
She knows must have been quite the person for you to have all this for. You know, the last time I saw my wife, she just asked me not to leave.
You have a wife?
Yes. Well, I had a wife. I don't have much anymore.
Why'd you leave?
I left her plenty of times. It was my way back home. Onward towards something. The golden cabbage of Saigon, the doomed ark between Spencer, the city of the light.
What was that?
The doomed ark.
No, the last one. The city.
The city of the light. You heard it? City at the end of the world, lit by lit with light.
Is the city real?
Well, that's debatable. I always chalked it up to be a nice bit of poetry. Until one day, I stumbled upon a painting in a cave. All alone. The very paint seems to glow.
What did it look like?
Oh, that's easy. It looked like this. Of course, this doesn't capture quite the grandeur of the original.
I know this place.
It gives you that feeling, doesn't it?
Did you ever find it?
No, but not for lack of trying. I scoured every inch of the sea before my crew finally had enough of me and chucked me overboard. Of course, it's the current in the sense that if the city is real, it's probably buried fathoms deep beneath the sea.
Underwater?
Well, that's enough of that. I don't like looking at this picture right now. It reminds me of how far away I really am from anything.
You're not far at all. The only thing between you and freedom is a few inches of fish.
And about 10,000 metric tons of water.
Do you not want to see your wife again?
Of course I want that.
There's two of us now. Between the two of us, you're closer than you've ever been.
You have hope. I remember hope, and I remember what comes after it. I resign myself to an existence without either. This fish is my punishment for a life lived selfishly.
If you truly believe that, then you really can't give up. You owe it to your wife to keep trying, to make things right with her.
That will never happen.
Why not?
She's long dead by now.
How long have you been down here?
A long time.
Well, I'm not giving up.
But at your pleasure, I never was one much for pleasure, and now I find that he cares not for me.
That's a pretty tune.
It is. My wife used to sing it before she left. Well, before I drove her away. Oh, if I just listened to her then. It's too late now.
Coming round to hopelessness, now are ya? It really is for the best.
I haven't given up.
See?
The trouble is that I don't have any tools. Nothing to cut with, or cut, or pry with, or start a fire. Oh, I wish I had a knife, or a bit of flint. I wish.
Oh, hello, an atom!
That's it.
What's it?
I know how to get us out of here. You see that bone there? The one with the two black hens on it? If we pull that bone, either side the whole fish will come apart. Just like that. But I need your help. I can't do it alone.
I've already.
The ends are too far apart for me to reach.
I don't care.
For God's sake, stop wallowing away in self-pity and do something.
Right. I've had enough. For you, Huron, I was content. Not happy, not sad, but peaceful. Do you know how long it took for me to achieve that? To simply be. But with you around, it's like reliving it all over again.
We can be back to the surface by supper. Back to the world.
To what world? This is all there is.
It may seem that way to you.
You asked me how long I've been down here for. Long enough to go mad many times over. Long enough to try every method of escape 1,000 times. Long enough to lose hope 1,000 times. Long enough to die.
What are you saying?
You really are quite slow in the uptake.
You're
Dead. Yes. Good and dead. A ghost of me.
You're not dead. You can't be dead, but what makes you think you're dead?
2 decades without food or fresh water strikes me as fairly substantial evidence.
But you're alive. I mean, I can touch you.
Think back. Have you ever actually tried? Go on.
Well, never mind that. Whether you think you're alive, or dead, or upside down, or inside out, you can still understand this. We can escape. There's a way out.
To what? There's nothing out there for me.
Even if your wife is gone, there must be someone.
No. The McWallander name dies with me.
What name was that?
Pericles Llewellyn McWallander, and you can have it. It's no good to me anymore.
Pericles Llewellyn McWallander.
That's right.
First Lieutenant Pericles Llewellyn McWallander.
Yes, I don't see why that's so funny.
I've got a remarkable story I'll tell you one day. But, as for what reason you have to be escaping, how's this?
A hat?
Like your hat?
My hat. So it is. That's my insignia.
Do you know who gave me that hat?
I really don't.
Your grandson?
My grandson.
Yes. You have a grandson? And he knows all about you. Everyone does. You're a legend, Perry.
What's his name?
Oh, what is his name? Mickey. Mickey is his name.
Mickey McWallander.
That's right. And he's alive and well. And I'm sure there's nothing he'd like more than to finally meet his granddaddy.
I don't know what will happen to me once I leave this place. I don't know.
Look around you, Perry. Isn't anything better than this? There's a whole world out there with people waiting for us.
All right,
All right.
I'll help you.
Good man, Lieutenant, good man.
Now I am not alone.
Grab a hold there.
Just me and my bow.
And on the count of 3, we each pull as hard as we can.
Me and my bones and the bones that belong to you.
Brace yourself.
The soldiers
1,
who died
2,
before me.
3.
Wait!
What?
Take this then. To Mickey.
You can take it to him yourself.
No, I think you better. Tell him. Tell him to make his grandfather proud.
All Ready, Lieutenant?
Ready.
Train!
20 days, hours, weeks did the old man spend inside the belly of that fish? Long enough for the world he emerged to was a changed one, a moonless world.
Lieutenant Perry? Oh no.
Without the moon to keep the tides in check, the world had fallen into chaos. Great storm fronts moved across the landscape, cracking the sky with lightning and lifting great spouts of water from the sea.
What have I done?
The old man was marooned on a tiny island, not much larger than the belly of the fish, but it was incredibly hot.
Out of the fish belly, into the fire. How did you get here? You didn't walk, that's certain. Do you fetch? All right, go on then. I, you're a born animal. You're worse company than that giant fish. Well, that's going to be useful. Go on then, have a sniff. That's the smell of an idiot who let the whole world fall apart for his own selfish reasons. If an old man dies alone on a desert island, it makes no difference to the world. The moon, that's another kettle of fish. Oh, good girl, very good girl. You've come around then, have you? You're a good dog anyway. Got one to get up the ghost. And I have an escape from an underwater prison for the privilege of dying up here on dry land. What do you say, dog? You want to help me build a boat? Good girl, very good girl. Come on then.
Without learning, first that's why.
Oh, what's this? No, it's all right. It's wet. Oh. Whoa.
Get a hand under his head. Don't let's knock about. I'm not letting it knock about.
I'm watching you right now. You're letting it knock about.
It's not. It's bobbing slightly, if anything.
Oh, semantics, just like you to defend yourself with semantics.
Oh, God, would you please just... Oh, no. Well, now you've dropped him.
Help me.
I'm sure he's dead now. Lay him down here.
Easy now.
Oh, here we are.
Fuel,
Check.
ballast,
Check.
partly, take us up,
Check, check. Up we go.
and we're off.
Where am I?
Ah! Hello, how are you feeling?
How's your head?
A bit sore. And I feel as if the ground is moving.
Oh, yes.
We're flying.
Yes.
In the air.
Welcome aboard the Airborne.
It is one.
Nobody knows what that means.
It's everyone.
I didn't catch your names.
Solomon,
Bartley.
Solomon and Bartley Montgolfier. At your service. I'm Solomon, and that's Bartley over there in the engine room. And whom may I inquire has had the pleasure of scooping after the desert and saving from a slow death by dehydration.
Me? I'm the old man.
Well, that's cryptic.
Wait.
Which direction are we flying?
West from Alephia on the 42nd parallel. Sorry to say, we can't turn back without such a boat. The world is going to bits, and we're the only ones that seem to be doing anything about it.
What are you doing?
Probably dying.
Investigating, observing, measuring effects, determining cause. There's no better vantage point from an air balloon.
Dirigible.
Air balloon. Hold on! Strong updraft. I don't like that.
Have you seen anyone else? Below, I mean?
No. Why?
I'm looking for my wife.
Another rescue, is it? Well, I'm afraid we're already overburdened as it is. But just the four of us aboard.
Four?
Four.
Where did you find
She
her?
let us do ya, not a moment too soon.
It's monkey week.
Bolted stuff, not sure I'd have.
Solomon! Lightning speed! Head down!
These storms are getting worse, but if there's a meteorological explanation for it, I'm stumped. Pure chaos, that's all this is. The laws of nature out the window.
It's the moon.
What's that?
It's because the moon's been left unfilled. That's the reason for all this.
Interesting.
Curious. Provocative. Improbable.
Possible.
Well, it's better than anything we've come up with.
Allowing that your hypothesis is correct.
What is the remedy?
Fill the moon.
With what?
Liquid light.
Of course.
Where might one find liquid light?
In the city of the light.
Where else?
Where is this city?
West. We're going right way.
Are you sure? Because it looks to me like we're flying straight into a giant storm front.
Everything's converging. All storms into one.
Partly turn us around.
No, look. Through those clouds in the distance. Something's glowing.
Glowing.
Lightning?
It's the city.
He's right, Solomon. Look there.
I don't believe it.
It's quite beautiful.
Hello up there!
We hate to be inconveniencing you, but do you have any room for us in your magical flying bubble basket?
Llewellyn, is that you?
Captain!
Take us down.
Certainly not. The storm's getting better.
We've got no time. We have to get to the light.
They'll die if we don't help them. Take us down.
Damn it!
Oh, here they come.
I can't land. There's not enough fuel. You'll have to jump.
You want us to jump? Get ready, lads. Where's Babaloo?
Can't they slow down a little?
Come on, Babaloo!
Now. Come on, next one.
Jump!
All right, now.
Here you go. Slip in. Babaloo, grab a hold of my hands. Lad, I got him. Help me pull.
A pole.
Oh. Captain?
Lads, it is good to see you alive and well.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Gentle
man.
It couldn't be.
Lucy!
No, I think that
We
it
never
is.
lost hope. We never lost hope.
Oh, so many reunions here, and this brings me to tears.
Excuse me, but have we all forgotten so quickly? Don't we remember all the trouble that we caused us?
Everybody's helping us now.
Barney, we're not getting any office.
You don't think another Solomon? Give it for fuel!
A novel idea!
Llewellyn, I know I led you wrong, but just now.
Just now we're about to become the center of a storm to end those storms!
Here we go again!
Whoa!
Barney, get us out of here!
No, keep going. We're nearly there.
Take us up, Barney.
I can't! We're too heavy! We'll have to lose the dog!
You touch Lucy and I'll kill you.
The dog. I'm going.
The old man fell. And as he fell, he looked up at the sky where the moon once spent. He thought of the years he kept his bow unchanging. He thought of his wife and their love and the years unchanging. The old man fell. And after he fell, he stood up. He looked around him.
The city of the light.
Memory. It sleeps forever, maybe, until a spark lights a candle, casts a shadow on the wall in the shape of the thing you know you've seen before. The old man walked through the streets of the city buried by time and the sea. He began to remember. There once was a young man who lived in a city built into a magnificent cliffside. This was before there was a moon in the sky, you see. At night, the world was beset by storms and chaos, not inside the city, for it was lit from beneath by a wellspring of liquid light. The people of the city followed the light, hung it from lanterns, painted their homes with it. The light sustained and protected them.
But something changed.
Great storm cloud appeared above the city. Lightning cracked. For the very first time, it began to rain in the city of the light.
And it didn't stop raining.
The rain grew, it grew until it became a raging deluge. The young man watched as the people of the city were carried off by the flood.
I was alone, with the waters rising, tearing everything away.
The young man ran to the fountain of liquid light that sprung from the cliff. He filled a bucket of the light. With the rain biting on his heels, he began to climb.
I have to keep it safe.
But the light was too heavy. He couldn't outrun the flood. The water tore him from the cliff. He held the bucket of light against his chest, shielded it against him. He was sure that he would drown, sunk like a stone. But instead,
I was lifted.
Take my hand!
by the pair of hands belonging to a very handsome young woman.
Both hands! Let go of that bucket!
I can't!
You'll drown if you don't!
Take it
The
then!
young woman grabbed the bucket, put it in her little boat, followed by the young man.
Are you alright? What is this in this bucket that's so important you let yourself drown?
The young woman peered into the bucket.
You say something.
I have to keep it safe.
The young woman peered back into the bucket. And then up at the sky,
There.
she said, pointing.
Well, hang it in the sky. Keep it safe.
So, I built a lantern, and she built a tall ladder. And together, we climbed up into the sky and hung the lantern there, filled to its brim with liquid light. And from that high place, we looked down as the light shone on the earth and the raging seas. And the waters calmed.
It's the light.
The rain became drizzle. The drizzle became dew. Until it was just water. The young man and woman climbed back down the ladder and built to see what had become of the world below.
Everything was gone. Everyone was gone. Just the two of us.
On the first night of the new moon, the young man and woman danced to the music the winds made as they whistled against the cliffs.
no one but the wind to sing it.
Let's leave tomorrow. We'll take a boat, go out exploring.
I will do just that.
So they got in their boat, and they were just about leaving when the young man heard a sound. The young man was but a master craftsman, you see. He left a crack in the basin of the lantern that could not be mended.
What choice did I have?
He stayed behind to watch over the moon, to keep it full.
And she stayed to help me.
They built a house by the cliffside, and every morning the young man would make the young woman the same promise,
I made her a promise.
until they'd both grown so old that the promise was forgotten.
I made her a promise.
The old man turned to the cliffside, and he began to climb.
Well, that was a long walk.
Impression. Will you take it?
I will. Thank you.
You remember the day we met?
I do. I made you a promise
Me. I promise.
to have an adventure.
I.
Why didn't you wait for me? I'd have come along eventually.
Where'd you go? I heard it too and I had to follow.
No, I had heard it too. But not until you sang it. Finish your tea. We'll go for a walk.
What we've just done? We've gone around the whole world now! Your memory's getting to be worse and worse.
Aye, a boat ride, then.
I should have known.
Hello?
Llewellyn!
Hello? Is anybody home?
Is that?
Pack your things, love. Meet me by the docks. I'll be along shortly.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Llewellyn!
Captain, it is you!
Are any of the other lads with you, boy?
They're on their way back to town. It's a miracle we're back home.
Reliable, steady-handed, level-headed Llewellyn. I have a favour to ask of you.
So the old man told the boy his story. When it was finished, he told him what it was exactly he wanted him to do. Well, the boy thought for a moment. But then he saw them and he's saying,
I will undertake it.
the old man shook his hand.
Good man.
I will never let the moon out of my sight. It'll never lose a drop.
Llewellyn, the moon doesn't have to be full. Not always. It's good for it to go through its changes. As long as you're there to fill it when it's empty. Keep a wide gate, Llewellyn, and lay eyes on as much of the world as you can.
I'll remember that, sir.
One more thing. His hat belongs to a boy in town. Mickey is his name. Tell him to make his grandfather proud.
So the old man joined the old woman at the dock. Together they stepped off the land into their metal boat. And then they were off, sailing out to the point where the night sky meets the sea. As they grew smaller against the horizon, full moon came down to meet them. And just for a moment, it seemed they to be borne aloft from earthly waters, drifting instead upon the radiance of the moon's glow.
I did not know Lieutenant Hercules Llewellyn of Wallander. I think proud to have you as an imposter.
So, there you have it. The story of how the moon came to be the way it is now, waxing and waning. I think I'll always be partial to a full moon, the way it fills the sky. Like it's always been there, and it always will be. Of course, it'll change by tomorrow.